How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Woodpecker Crafts and Builds. My name is Roger. You probably know me from RM Travels as well, our travel channel. Today I'm going to give you a tour of this van that I built for a client. As you can see, it's a Chevy Express. He got the outside wrapped with kind of like a nature wrap, and it's kind of like a Sasquatch theme, Bigfoot theme. So I built the inside kind of to go with that. So let's get to it. So first, let's start off with the doors. When I first got the van to build it, it was I guess it was used for a carpeting business, and it was the whole inside had this plastic lining, and this was kind of part of it, and it kind of matches the door. So I figured I'll leave this one on, and I just filled the inside patterns with cedar wood. I sealed it to keep it a little bit more protected, and yeah, so that's the doors, how the doors look. As far as the inside, shoes off. So as far as the inside, he's got the swivel seat. He has the swivel seat already on here, which is great. I also got this Eagle IMX cooler. He's pretty much a weekender, so he's gonna be taking small trips with it. He camps a lot, so this is gonna be really good for him. So the IMX cooler is supposed to hold ice for about 4 to 5 days. I got it, I guess it's called olive green. It matches the outside of the van, so I thought it was something cool. When he pulls the cooler out when he's camping, you can know the cooler belongs to the van. So yeah, so that's the front. As far as the floor, it's vinyl floors. I got this, I guess this is like the stair edges. I painted it and I put it in there to give it a good trim. So as far as insulation, everything is insulated with polyisofoam on the ceiling, on the walls, the doors, the floor. I think the ceiling is reflective. I got the ceiling with reflective, but everything else is polyisofoam. So I guess let's talk about the sink now. So the sink, we got it, it's a pump sink. There might be some water in there. Yep, so it's a pump sink. That's how you get that going. And then if you look at the bottom, I got the 2 jugs for gray water, one for dirty water, one for clean water. I got the camping stove right there. That's kind of the perfect spot I found for it. Keep everything together. Everything is bungeed. Right here is just a whole bunch of drawers. You know, they all open like that. And you know, there's a little lip for it. So if he puts any bins in here, if he's driving and he turns, it's all gonna hit here, so it won't open the doors. So most of it is cedar wood. This is all cedar. You know, all cedar. This same thing, storage here. On the bottom, I was looking for a place for the porta potty, and this is the main place I found for it. So that's where the porta potty goes. So he could use it in case of emergencies. He said he's always going to be camping in campgrounds. He said he's going to just use that when it comes to emergencies. Here, let me get down here. A little bit more storage here as well. This is where the propane tank is. The propane tank goes here for the stove. I told him whenever he gets ready to start cooking, you know, bring it outside, never cook in here. When we were traveling, we would cook here sometimes. And Okay, so the bed, he has, his main concern was he wanted a big bed and he wanted a lot of storage underneath. He has 2 dogs, he travels with them, they're 2 big crates. So he wanted to have enough room so he could slide the crates in there and have also paddleboard, be able to put his paddleboard in there and stuff like that. So that's how the floor looks. There's also some storage underneath there. There's some storage here. This is one. Yeah, that's a storage box there. On that other side is where the goal 0 is. I'll show you that right now. Let me get under the bed so you can see it. So this right here is where the extension cord from outside is. There's a plug so he could plug stuff in if he likes. From the outside, whenever he gets to the campground, he could plug it in. There's also a hole going through so he could plug up the stuff that's up here. And this is the Goal 0. It's a 400. You know, it's more than enough for him to work his lights and the exhaust fan on the roof. I mean on the ceiling. So that's the Goal 0. There's a hole here so he could put the stuff through if he wants. That's that. There's also some storage here. Also storage there, storage there. Goes to about here. It has a little lip on it, so he has some room to put some stuff. I don't know, some camping gear, stuff like that. You could even sleep down here if you want. There's also storage there, storage here, storage on the back. That back one is a little bit deeper, so you know he could put shoes in there, hiking shoes, stuff like that. Okay. So let me get out of here real quick. So I also made a little hole right here, and I got this cord going through just so he could, you know, tape all his cell phone cords, stuff like that, and pull it through and have them hanging out here, and then he could charge his stuff right here on the top. And I made this counter here since the bed. This is a small, what is this? Short queen. So it's a short queen. So I adapted it the long ways because since we went higher then the wheel hub, usually I put the bed on the wheel hub right above it, but since we went higher than that, it gets smaller as you go up with these Chevys. So we had to put it long ways, and then we had this space open, and he mentioned, hey, how about we, you know, make something there so I can put cups and stuff like that. So I think that's a cool area. He could probably use his laptop up there, place some cups, charge his phone up here, stuff like that. Okay, as far as the ceiling, I put 8 pucker lights up there. They're dimmable pucker lights. Here's the dimmer switch right here. They're so bright at night, and since it's white, it reflects off the ceiling and the sides, and it looks really good at night. Super bright at night. There's also the exhaust fan back there. That pulls all the hot air from the van out and helps circulate some of the air in here. Let's see. This right here, I had this extra storage. He just mentioned, hey, how about we put the jack in there? So that's where the jack goes. This is a spot specifically for the jack, you know, so he doesn't have to touch this one at all. It just stays closed most of the time. And yeah. And as far as the floor, this part here, I try to keep the same plastic piece that he had before. I just raised it up a little bit because the floor got raised once I put the plywood and everything down. Yeah, so all right, let's talk about the storage up top now. Okay, so this van, I am 5'11". I tried to make it as high as I could. So you see this turn here, you know, there's pretty much beams going right here, and I went along with these 2 beams, and so I was able to put this fold in here so you can get a little bit more room. I'm 5'11". I think Myra is 5'4". 5'4".
I can stand.
She could stand in here, so she loves it. She's always pretending to cook up here.
I want one like this one.
Okay, so as far as this, there was an open space here, and I figured, you know, let's try to make a storage, and that's how the storage looks. 2 sections where he could put, I don't know what he's gonna put in there. He could put clothes, maybe even kitchen stuff if he wants to. But yeah,
Pretty
that's the
spacious.
storage. It's pretty spacious up there. I didn't go all the way back. There's still a little bit more room back there, but since the van starts dipping forward, the fiberglass ceiling starts dipping forward, there's really no way to go as deep as the end. So that's how this one works. As far as the curtains, these are blackout curtains. We got the rod here. As you can see, the black is blackout here. Let me open one. So I made these little strings here to hold it together. So this, you can get some privacy. That one opens there, the other one opens all the way. And I thought this was really cool. The color kind of goes with the van, and you know, he's gonna get some privacy here whenever he's camping. And okay, so as far as the back area, as you can see, there's a lot of room. He could throw his dog crates in here, possibly even his paddleboard. As far as the back, what I did is I went a little bit more forward. You know, I put the floor a little bit more towards the front, just so the door could close with no problem, because that's always been a big issue whenever I, you know, finish these vans and I make them a little bit out, and all of a sudden the door is too tight or it won't close properly. And this way, the door is right where it needs to be. It closes properly. I was able to put that same staircase end cover on the back. And as far as the ladder racks, I put the ladder racks on for him, and I'm gonna do a video on that as well. That was the first time I put these ladder racks in. They're kind of cool. They're meant specifically for high roof fiberglass vans. So that was the place that we put the solar panel as well. That's a 150 watt solar panel. The wires come down right there and they go in right under here. I made a hole right under here, and then they make their way down to the Go Zero. So as you can see, the outside is kind of like a Bigfoot theme, a nature theme. I wanted to kind of bring that in the inside, and I thought to myself, you know, if this was Bigfoot's van, where would he live? You know, and it would be something like this, you know? So thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. You could also check out our other channel, our travel channel. That's me and my wife's channel, RM Travels. You're gonna see the van that we lived in for 8 months there. I have 2 more van tours in that channel and a whole bunch of travel tips. Subscribe to this one. There's gonna be a lot of woodworking videos on this one, arts and crafts, and just stuff that I enjoy doing. So I guess I'll see you next time.